Whether you're changing your light bulbs in your Chevy Trailblazer or upgrading to LEDs, this video is definitely going to help you out. It should cover other models as well, including the GMC Envoy, and should cover most trim levels, although there has been some changes over model years and trims, so keep that in mind as well, but this should cover most models. And this is all coming up right now on Nexus Auto. So aside from your LED bulbs or your regular bulbs, depending on what you're doing here, all you really need to do this job is a flathead screwdriver, something like this. Nothing that's it's got to have a thin head. They can just get in, and you'll see that in a bit. And I also recommend having a cloth to wrap in because you don't want to damage the trim and stuff like that. So this helps protect the trim, gives you a little bit of buffer because it kind of puts a cushion in between the metal and the plastic. Otherwise, you can damage up your trim. You don't always need it, but it certainly helps. Before you get started on this job, I do recommend you pull the fuse for sure or disconnect the battery. Either or, but I say pull the fuse because then you don't reset the memory on your stereo settings and things like that. But do either or. To pull the fuse, just go here, passenger side seat, and you're just gonna lift the seat up. And you're gonna have a fuse box right here. You're gonna open that up, and it's this first fuse right here. It's a 10 amp. Try to pull it up by hand. Sometimes you may need a pliers or a fuse puller. There. See the lights have gone out? Now, for the sake of my video, though, I'm going to try and keep it on because that's the best way to show you the results as they happen. I'm going to put the fuse back now. Boom, back on. But I do recommend you pull it for sure. So first up, we start off with the rear. And if you see, there is a notch up here. And that's where you want to get your screwdriver into. But because there's flex in the headliner, it does give you a little bit of trouble. You can't get the grip you necessarily need. So what I find you do, you got to put your flathead in. Now I'm not using the cloth here because it's kind of soft and everything. You're not going to really damage the trim. But again, if you want to be safe, put the cloth on. So it would go on like that. But you're going to go in here and you're going to push it. Now what should happen is there's a clip here. You should be able to pull down. But you can't necessarily pull down because the headliner is going to come. Let me show you this. The headliner is going to come down as you pull. So instead, I pull and create a little bit of a gap, just enough that I can get my hand to hold it. Then I'll take the screwdriver out and I'll reach in, and there's a piece of plastic in here. See right there? And I can then use that for leverage. So you go in, now my hand's holding, I could put the screwdriver right in here, and then I can actually just pull down and it'll unclip, see? And then you just kind of pull that out, and it comes out just like that. And the bulb is right in there. I'm just gonna, because it's gonna be hot to touch, so I'm gonna let it cool for a second and pull it out, but you should just pull right out. Here, let me see if I could just do it at the sides here. There. Ooh, hot. That's your bulb right there. So just to reiterate, these are 212-2 bulbs. That's 2122. So you want to be careful when you're putting them in. You don't want to cause any shortages or anything. Let's hope I don't here. There we go. See much difference how bright it is. All right, pull the fuse now because I was all overexposing the shot, so you couldn't see me reinstall this. So you want to make sure, of course, that you just make sure this is back up nice. And of course, installation is just the reverse. So this is, see, it's got two hooks, and that's the part that clips in. So the two hooks go right over here into these notches here. You kind of go up and curve in, and you want to make sure it's seated. So it's got to, it can't just be, here, let me pull it back, right? It can't, when you just put it up and over, it's not going to line up. See? So you got to put up and over and then push this way. So up, over, and then push. You'll see a clip. You'll hear a click in, and then push this one in. And that's all done. You can see the results and how it looks there. Very, very bright. Okay, so now we're going to do the center lights here. And it's just a matter of just taking out this cover. So you're going to take your flathead and you're going to go in between here. You're just going to kind of push and pull down. Now you got to watch when you pull this side out here, because there's a notch in here. This is what kind of controls your your light as when you press it up and down, and you can't. It's not always easy to put her back in, but just keep that in mind. So when you take that out, you're just gonna take your bulb. I'm gonna use a cloth because that bulb is obviously hot. So as I said, normally for you the fuses will be pulled. I'm just keeping it like this so you guys can see the difference. Oh, that bulb was really in there. So you get the bulb out. And you're going to put your new bulb in. Now 194s in particular are very sensitive to the direction. So if you put it in one way it doesn't work, you may have to flip them. So we're just going to take out one bulb here and we're going to see if it works this way. No, this way. Okay. Oh, but I see the pin is moved slightly. Gotta watch out for that. There we go. And now you're just going to take your cover and place that right over. And you may have to take the flathead again. It's like a little notch in here. There we go. Push that in. Now you can do the same for the other side here. Whoops, that one kind of flew out. Again, pull that bulb. Normally you wouldn't have to deal with the heat. Now it came out a lot easier. I'm going to put the new bulb in. First time, good stuff. That. Well, the doors are open now, so that's right. But there you go. Those are in. They're ready to go. So the front ones are the same thing. You're just going to take your flathead, and it's the same idea. Right in here, go and pull down. You get access to the bulb there. I'm going to get my cloth again. Without the fuse in, this would be a lot. Ooh. Even through the cloth, it can be hot. Well, this one sits a little bit more in like a cup. They're even harder to pull out. But I can guarantee you, it'd be a lot easier if the power wasn't there. Don't do what I'm doing because you run the risk of causing the connections of causing a short. But again, you would have the fuse pulled, right? Again, I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes. Make sure you pull the fuse before you're doing this. Okay. So you're gonna grab your new LED. Put that right in. There. And then we go ahead and put this in. And it's the same thing, although the clip is a little different. Right before the one in the middle row was kind of just a lip. This has got like two notches here, but it's the same idea. It goes along a kind of like a pin, and you just line it up to the pin. Push this in, and it clips in, and you're good to go. And the same thing here. Pull that out. I don't know if you can see it from the shot there, but that's the pin right there. Pull this bulb out, and first I'm going to try it by hand. I don't like using something on a metal on a live circuit. Nope, it is right in there. Again, don't do this. bulb right out. Before I put the bulb in, I just want to show you the pin. A little more there. Right there, that's it. You see it lifts up. That's the pin. Just you see that on all four, sorry, on the two lights in the front here, and then two in the mid row. You see those pins. Now we'll go ahead and put the bulb in. Right there. There. And then you take your, like I told you, so that piece here goes underneath that pin. And I should line it up perfectly to those things, and you just clip it in, and away you go. Now at this point here, of course, all these lights would be off. So then you pop fuse in, double check and see if any of the lights, the 194s, were reversed, and if you need to reverse them around. I know it makes sense to do what I just did, have the power on and everything, but the problem is you run the risk of blowing a fuse or damaging a circuit. So I really don't recommend it unless you really know what you're doing and are really confident with it. But essentially, that's it. You're done. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope this video has helped you out here today. Now let's go through some of the YouTube stuff, shall we? Don't forget to like and subscribe if this video has helped you out. And if you want to see my future videos, I try and put out one at least once a week. Make sure to hit notifications as well, just so you can get those videos. On the flip side to that, if you didn't like the video for whatever reason and you do dislike it, not a problem. Feel free to leave in the comments of why you disliked it, whether it be something I did wrong, whether it's something you didn't like in the video. By all means, just let me know so I can keep making the best content possible. It's kind of the whole point of it, so make sure to do that. Speaking of the comments, if you have any questions, concerns, anything you want to add on, anything you see you can do better, anything that maybe you add on and it actually is worse, whatever it is, feel free to leave it in the comments. Nothing wrong with that. I always try and answer whenever I can. May not be the same day, next day, whatever, but I try and answer all comments, so make sure to leave that as well. Once again, I want to thank you very, very much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.